is Marisha Ray here with In-Game TV. We are just inside the LA Convention Center waiting entry for E3, the biggest video game event of the year.
Gamers, Alfonso here, and I am with Ian, art director of Dead Space 2.
For In-Game, I am here with Becky Young of Crave TV, video game director for Tron Battlegrids, CEO of Play and Train, associate producer with ISD, Jamie Windsor, application engineer for Terra, Sean Dunn, the creative director for Homefront, the US producer of The Fight for the Sony Move, Chris Barassa, the associate art director of Pirates of the Caribbean, Armada of the Damned.
Not giving any interviews. This is the only one I've done at the entire show.
Todd Thorson, the director of marketing and PR with Namco Bandai. Alex Cox, producer of Mafia 2 and 2K Games. I'm here with Albert Pernello, the director of marketing for Microsoft and Xbox.
That's right.
What exactly do you do with that title?
I go to a lot of meetings. Actually, my job on the marketing side is really to be the voice of the customer, working with the developers to figure out what types of features and technology we should be putting in our games and in our hardware.
Now, of course, the big news with Xbox right now is the Kinect.
Yes.
What was your role with Kinect?
I've actually been working with the team since the very beginning, really trying to help figure out how we could take this really cool technology and bring it to market. What types of features should it have? What types of games should we have? I've been working with them for quite a while now.
What were you hearing from the general public that inspired you guys to make Kinect?
Well, I definitely think there's a trend in gaming right now for people to get up off the couch and bring new types of gamers in to, this. And so some people get intimidated by the controller, and we've known that for a long time as a gamer. Whenever I try and have my mom or my wife play, they kind of stay away. This, of all the things I've ever worked on, when we started showing this to people and their reactions and seeing people get up, seeing kids get up and get active, it was probably one of the most magical things I've ever worked on.
What an amazing 3 days. E3 was not kidding when they said that this year was going to be the year to top all years. Everyone brought their A game, with Microsoft with the newly debuted Kinect, Nintendo with the 3DS, even a reboot of some old classics with the new Mortal Kombat and Pac-Man. This is Marisha Ray with In-Game TV. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out of here.
Jace Hall is now one of the biggest faces in the gaming industry. You may know him as the executive producer of V, the founder of Monolith Games, but you'll definitely know him from The Jace Hall Show and his YouTube hit sensation, I Play WoW. The true ace of base, Jace Hall. Now, big things for you this year, very big things for you this year.
Well, I've been trying to keep busy.
You've started well, the Jace Hall Show doing very, very well.
Oh, thank you. I heard that maybe you've seen an episode or two. No, you haven't. You didn't know. No. Seriously,
no, we haven't seen anything.
No.
I hear it's good.
Okay, well that's a good. I'll take the butt.
So you just finished the 3rd season.
Yeah, we finished the third season. We aired that on IGN.com. It did really well. We're in the process of shooting the 4th season, which will be coming out this fall. And I think we have some surprises there. I think I want part of the point of the Jace Hall show is just I always believed that technology and sort of gamer lifestyle, and there's been this proliferation of new media and new media platforms coming into all of our lives, and there's the people who make it and the people who use it, and there's a stereotype that's perpetuated around that image. But I know in truth, in practice, it's not actually, the stereotype isn't anything at all like that. It's people from all walks of life. So I wanted to do a show that sort of showed the people behind that stuff.
The true gamers?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, a lot of funny things happen in the game industry, and I want to show that instead of everything always being so news-centric.
Yeah.
You know, and always chasing after product features.
Do you think gaming's become too corporate?
It's gone about as corporate as it can actually go, considering they're making games. But too corporate, you know, look, when you're spending $30 million on something, if you're doing a Call of Duty franchise or something like that, trust me, and the way the video game space operates is you get one chance in the store. So you spend $30 million getting this game ready, and then you have like your weekend at Walmart or whatever, and it better work. That tends to bring out a lot of seriousness in people, you know, regardless of age, with those kind of stakes. So I think some of that corporate professionalism is needed. In some cases, it can get a little out of hand.
Now, you actually founded Monolith Games.
Yes.
So are you obviously know all about that corporate world? Do you think where you're going with the Jace Hall show is like an attempt to kind of get back to gaming and get back to like what gaming is really about?
So what, you're saying I left it? Is that what it is? I mean,
they're doing very well now.
So wow. Okay, so no, I started Monolith Productions.
Yeah.
And you know, we made games like, if you go back, Blood, No One Lives Forever, Shogo, and then we started doing the Fear franchise and Condemned, and then we did Tron 2.0 and the Alien vs. Predator franchise and blah, 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 blah. So the company grew, and we made a lot of hardcore games that way. I never stopped playing video games. That's, first of all, if we played Street Fighter right now, you would just have tears shooting out of your eyes.
But not like when we played it before, when I won and you...
No, he couldn't even get that little...
Oh no, I mean, I was sure we were trying to keep it on the down low.
No.
You've got a big following in the gaming world. I don't want to ruin it for them to know.
There's something. I appreciate the young energy that comes from here, and you're doing it. And NGAMING.TV, all this is happening, and it's driven by the people that that I have made video games for. So that's sort of, I appreciate being on here, but please. You're not going to beat me at Street Fighter, so let's
we'll say, hey, you never know.
Where's my drink?
You never know. It's still to come. So you're doing other things these days, though. You're now doing the V series.
Yes. Okay. So that's actually a good segue. Nicely done.
Okay.
So I made a lot of video games. I got involved at the highest levels, and then I decided I wanted to make television. So I thought, well, the skills involved in developing content for video games are very similar to developing content for movies and television. So I sort of tried to make my foray into that. Yeah. Foray, yes.
Yeah.
Into that, and the first television show that I came up with was sort of a reimagining of an older television show from the 80s called V. So, there were a lot of challenges because network television doesn't normally like to put spaceships, broadcast network like ABC but I kept on making the argument, you've lost a certain audience. People like me don't watch a lot of TV anymore, not because we hate TV, but because you're not putting things on TV that are interesting. We have our face buried in video games that are telling us stories and bringing us content we like. So they eventually bought that, and V came out, and it's done okay, and we're now in the process of shooting season 2.
Fantastic.
And we've had a lot of surprises in there. I think we just announced that Jane Badler, who was Diana in the original V, she's the one who ate the gerbil or whatever. We've cast her in the new V in a secret role. So I think people are going to dig that. But the thing that I think your audience is going to find interesting is I'm a gamer. I play games. I made games. I am not formally educated in gaming. And I've been able to be involved in that and also translate those skills into other mediums for the same audience. So if I can do it, anybody can do
Now,
it.
you were instrumental in the Warner Brothers Interactive deal.
Yeah, we were doing so many games that, and I started developing relationships with studios, and Warner Brothers wanted to get more involved in games, and up to that point they were only licensing. So they asked me to lead my company, come there and head the division and sort of grow it, and now they're like the 4th largest publisher on earth. So I guess I did something.
Yeah.
A
Just a
I did
little
something.
nudge.
I was just a part of an awesome team.